everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm Chelsea Rittenauer, your host for Music Talks. This is our second official episode of 2020 and our first official episode back at the always fantastic Bar None in Uniontown, PA. A couple shout outs before we get started to Misty, to Rick, and to Wade. Thank you so much for all that you do. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So tonight I have with me ska group First Hit.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great.
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. It's definitely fun to be back and filming everything. I'm really excited to get to talk to you all, but first I want to know a little bit more about you as individuals. So why don't you tell me your name, what you play in the group, and kind of how you got started in music.
Okay. Well, I'm Jared. I play guitar and sing for the band. I got started playing music when I was probably around like 12 or 13, actually with him over here when we started trying to play punk music back then.
The first song all of our friends in junior high, 12 or 13 knew was MCR and Motto K and Brain Stew by Green Day.
I was going to say it has to be a Green Day song.
Yeah, pretty
it
much.
has to be.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much my first step into music, and but I've been surrounded by it my whole life. My dad was a sound man, and my mom just loved to listen to music. So
I remember being in theory classes with you in high
Yeah,
school with
yeah.
Mr. M.
yeah,
Rest his soul.
yes,
Yeah,
Wait,
all of the
T
theory.
Money?
No,
No.
not T Money. Mr. M. We took theory classes and
Yeah.
everything. We
All
were.
in air.
Yes. So I mean, this goes way back.
Oh, yeah.
Way back.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. So how about you?
TK, Anthony, Tony, TJ, whatever you want to call me. Expletive. My dad played music, guitar, drums, whatever, my whole life. I kind of just followed suit. My first instrument was the bass, but if it got strings, I'll play it. That includes the piano, and yeah, I can remember mine and Jared's first expeditions into songwriting.
Oh yeah.
So are you guys self-taught, or did you have any training from anybody? Like, did you ever take lessons?
No official lessons, no.
Just kind of picked it up and did it.
Yeah.
My dad taught me a few things,
Yeah.
but, mostly power chords, or, he'd yell at me and make me learn a song here or there, but that's about it.
So, quick question. It's season 2, so I want to talk about some different things this time around. I like to kind of bring it back to the younger generation now, the ones that are in junior high and high school that watch these shows. How would you say is the best way to go about learning to play an instrument? Like, what did you guys do to figure it out?
Passion.
Yeah, it was
Love.
Yeah, it was pretty much. I knew I wanted to do it for a long time. When I was younger, I was like 6 years old, and I remember hearing Sublime on the radio, and I just knew I wanted to play guitar and sing.
Like, did it start with plunking some strings and then, let me figure out how to play this chord and how do I, or what was the method to the madness?
For me, I had always had a guitar around, and my aunt actually showed me how to read tabs.
Oh, cool.
So that was realistically my first start. I would look up tabs for certain songs, and it was pretty much just playing it over and over again and being real bad at it for a really long time.
You're going to be bad at first.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're going to be real bad at it for a long time, but it's pretty much like he said, passion.
Yeah.
I can't think of doing anything else other than playing music.
Very cool. And last but not least.
I'm Brian. I play drums. Been playing for about 22 years now.
Woo!
So, yeah, some of my influences are, John Bonham and Keith Moon. But
So cliche.
I pretty much taught myself.
Yeah,
how
that's
to
what I was
play
going to
drums.
ask. Did you just sit in front of a drum set one day and you were
Yep.
like, all right, here we
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just listening. Because it's easier to learn drums just by listening to the song over and over
I
and
suppose.
just
I don't
learning
know, I
that
can't do
way.
it. So,
And hours and hours of practice. So.
yeah.
Yeah, I originally wanted to play guitar at first, but my sister was taking drum lessons at the time, and I think the guy, wanted to give me drum lessons, because she was already taking them there. So But I took lessons on the snare for a little bit, but for the set, I pretty much taught myself.
Nice.
Plus, if your sister's doing it and she's learning, she can always teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
you can play hers drum kit.
Yeah, that's it actually.
Okay. So before we get into the meaning of the name, I want to talk about the genre. So obviously, like, we all know what ska is, but I know there's going to be a lot of people out there watching this week and they're going to say, what is ska? I don't know what this is. So how, as guys who play it, how would you explain it?
Yeah, you go ahead for that.
Alright, so, to me, ska is the bridge between your reggae and your hippie jam bands and punk rock, which
Yeah.
are both big loves of mine, personally. Both have a lot of ideals I identify with, and I don't know why it meets in, well, because ska, ska punk, punk rock, edit out that punk rock part. So ska punk is just really fast reggae with punk undertones and
Yeah.
punk choruses and attitude
Yeah.
in general.
Add some distortion.
It's a little
Yeah.
less chill and a little more amped up.
Yeah, a little
pretty
more
much.
angst.
Yeah, a
little
little,
more
little more angst. I
That's
like it.
it.
The teenage angst, we got to bring it out.
That's it.
Yeah, I think we all kind of grew up on My Chemical Romance, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So did you guys start out as a ska group originally? I know you three have only been together for about a year, correct?
Yes.
So whenever you guys got together and this group formed, was it originally a ska group, or was the intention to go somewhere else and then it just happened?
It kind of just happened. Originally, Brian's the only original member because at first it was Brian and a guy named Josh Matthews and Jeff Gaddis and his brother Josh, and they
There
were
are other people in that one.
at some point I think there were, but at the time that was the group, and they were called the Pinheads, and they were like a punk rock
Ramones
cover
tribute band.
Ramones
Oh.
tribute band, and his brother like almost cut his hand off. And
Crushed it.
Yeah, crushed it. It was pretty bad. So
Almost lost it, honestly.
yeah, and I knew he wasn't going to be able to play guitar, so I figured I would ask to see if I could just fill in, and then when he could play guitar again, we could both play guitar. And
He is playing guitar now, though.
yeah, he is playing guitar now. His hand is okay.
Good.
His
Good.
hand is okay, but he was like, okay, yeah, go ahead, and we started jamming, and then it ended up falling apart a little bit to where it was just me, Brian, and Josh, and then that was like when we wrote our first original, and once we got the first one in, we just kind of kept going on with it, and then we veered away from the covers and started going all originals, and then yeah, about a year ago we got Tony involved and he joined us, and now we're just writing so much music.
And now it's a trio.
Yes.
We like it this way.
Yeah,
we
we
like
tried
it this
to
way.
get other members, like maybe a keyboard
We try to keep-
We try to
saxophone or
keyboard.
trumpet or
Yeah, but
something.
based off of like what I heard from the sound check, you guys don't need it. You're plenty with the three
Yeah,
of you.
we try to.
It's not necessary if you don't want it.
Yeah.
It's always nice because there's always bands out there that are improving and adding and filling their sound out as much as possible, and like to try to keep up with that is difficult. You got to get creative. You got to always constantly evolve and up your game, and
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's pretty much where we're at,
Yeah.
because we did try the keyboard player and it didn't work out, so we just kept going as it is, and then pretty much everybody says we're loud. We
Yeah.
sound way louder than a three-piece, but we do have some recordings, and on one of our songs we added some what was it? Some type of horns.
It was actually a keyboard.
It was.
Most people do that.
Yeah,
though.
it was literally a keyboard
on a computer with a trumpet or something.
Yeah, the guy who was recording us, he was sitting there hitting two keys, and it ended up sounding so good.
That's
so
what
it was
backing
like
tracks are for, right?
it is amazing.
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
amazing
we
for
have the
those.
technology nowadays, so it's like.
We're
why
still not going to sit on a stage though and
Yeah.
press a button and then play with
We
it.
just-
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
wanted that effect,
You
you
can.
can. It's
You can
there.
have it.
Right.
Before we get into songwriting, though, so definitely want to talk about that. I want to talk about your original works. The name. How did the name come to be? Does it have a meaning? What is it?
It's not really. It doesn't really have no meaning. We kind of just needed another name because we had the Pinheads, and we weren't that Ramones tribute band anymore.
Right.
So we sat and tried to figure out what to call ourselves. We had so many different names, and then
I wish I would have been around.
if he would have been around, we probably would be something else. But yeah, First Hit just kind of stuck.
Who came up with it?
I think we might have.
I
or
think it.
Maybe
yeah,
all of us.
Yeah, I think we just kind of
talking.
come up. It just randomly popped up, and we were all like, "Yes,
Yeah, that
that's
works.
it. That's it." I can't remember if it was me, Josh, or Brian, but yeah,
remember
it just
that
kind of
Yeah, that's fine.
just kind of randomly happened.
Cool. Very cool. All right, let's get to the good stuff, like the meat of it all. Let's talk about the music. So, you guys are doing all originals tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you write? I mean, what's your process? How do you go about it? There's three of you. I mean,
Start off with how the first album came about, and then we'll go with it from there.
First album came about. I wrote it all pretty much by myself. I would write the guitar parts and the lyrics by myself. I'd bring it to practice,
They'd
and,
fill it in.
and they would fill it in.
I mean, there's
and
even-
Well, I wasn't there.
and
at
he
that
wasn't
point.
there. He wasn't there, but if you do look us up and find our music, then that first album that we have, not the EP, the album,
which is called what?
First Hit 2.0, a skunk rock story.
You gotta look at the camera. when
Oh,
you do that.
oh yeah.
Give it to me again.
First Hit 2.0, a skunk rock story. Skrunk.
First hit 2.0, skunk rock
story.
You keep on saying skunk. It's
Yeah.
skunk. It's skunk. No, it's skunk. SKUNK.
It's
It's skunk like
now,
the animal.
but it's skunk.
Well, yeah, because we ended up doing that because we kind of said we were just this different type of ska punk.
Yeah.
And yeah,
How many songs are on that album?
10, I believe.
10.
11,
How long
maybe
did it
12.
take you to write all that?
about a year.
About a year?
About a year, yeah. And that first album I had all wrote, and then he came and joined, wrote his parts. We went to the studio, recorded.
So let's talk about
Literally in
recording.
months.
Where'd y'all record?
It's Suicide Moses Productions. He has a studio in his basement. Yeah, his name's Corey James. He's really awesome and he's good. He has a little setup in his basement, and we just bring our stuff there. He hooks some mics up, plugs us in, and we record our
Do your
parts.
thing.
Yeah.
Very
And
cool.
he's cheap too. He
And
just
yeah.
wants to do the local music scene service, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to find quality recordings for as cheap as he'll give them to you.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really fantastic. So everyone, check him out.
Yes.
If you need some of your stuff recorded, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about the songwriting now that it's you three and you're a set group. Has the dynamic changed at all?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We.
I'm a
He-
lyric guy.
Yeah. He
Cool.
he can just write song after song, and
You said you were the talker.
yes.
I am the talker.
Yeah. And his songwriting is incredible. And now pretty much it's either I'll come to practice with the song or he will come to practice with the song.
Or I'll send him or vice
Yeah.
versa through
Yeah.
Facebook Messenger because he's in Latrobe, I'm in Dunbar, like, you
Yeah.
know.
It's
We'll
a
just send
distance.
each other music and we'll
Yeah, usually either one of you will write the melody or the lyrics, and then
give each other chunks and bits and then we just
he
build
even used
upon.
to. Jared used to play drums, so there's even some songs where he'll say like, "Hey, I could try this drum
Yeah.
part," or you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But realistically, he takes care of himself. He's a fantastic
I try
drummer.
to, but
He's a fantastic drummer. We write songs so quickly too. Like it's crazy.
So since you guys have been together, you three, how many songs would you say you've written?
about 7.
At least
6,
7,
7,
but
something
like
I think we're at, like,
if we're
10.
talking if we're talking on
Yeah.
incomplete songs, we're around 12.
Yeah.
But about 7 complete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So is there another album in the works?
Yes.
this spring.
This
It'll
spring?
be out by
It'll
the
be
end
out.
of the summer. It'll be out
It'll
by
be
the
out.
end
Yeah,
of the
okay,
summer.
okay. So you're gonna
April,
start
yeah.
recording in spring, and it'll be
Yes.
out by the summer. Going to the same guy to record.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Definitely, yeah.
So, all right, let's talk then streaming platforms. Where can people go to hear your music, and where should they go to hear the new album?
You can go to any streaming service, anyone.
All of them.
Yes. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, we're on all of them. If you go to our Facebook, it's facebook.com/firsthitpa, FIRSTHITPA, and it'll take you straight to our Facebook, and we have our Bandcamp on there. You can click on there and buy our music, or iTunes, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. So whenever you guys go out and play shows, are you doing all original works?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, no. Every once in a
I
while.
mean, every
we
once in a while you might throw a cover
Yeah.
too.
Right.
Yeah.
But generally
a crowd
speaking,
pleaser.
Yes.
We're actually working on a cover that will be a crowd pleaser
Oh,
anywhere.
yeah.
are you gonna
That's
say
not-
what it is? You're not gonna say?
No,
No.
wait.
no, we're gonna
Probably not
hold
All right,
it.
keep it a secret.
appropriate.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Okay. So let's talk about. We talked about in the future. This album's going to be coming out in the very near future. Let's talk shows. What do you guys have coming up within the next months? How can we see you? Where do you typically play?
Right now, the only show that we have is March 7th, actually at Bar 9.
Here.
Yeah.
And we will be with Brian Genovese, Ghost Road, and Fubar. But that's all that we have lined up for now. But
Book them. They're available.
Yes.
Minus the show we have that's gonna happen Friday before this.
Right.
Yeah.
happens.
Right.
But we play all over the place, all over the Pittsburgh area.
Are you primarily in Pittsburgh, or do you stick more around here?
Actually, it's been a lot of Pittsburgh.
It's been a lot of Pittsburgh.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, this out here, this is the only place that we play. We used to play at Marlene's Corner Bar a little bit.
Yeah.
But most of the time we are playing in Pittsburgh. We've played down in Cumberland, Maryland.
No, that's Frostburg.
Oh no, yeah,
Frostburg,
it's
yeah,
Frostburg, Maryland, not Cumberland. My bad.
Cumberland's not a nice place.
No, Frostburg is awesome though. Frostburg is awesome. But yeah, mainly it's Pittsburgh. But we'll pretty much play anywhere.
Anywhere. We should get. I mean, we got to get you out on the local circuit here more. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are all originally from this area, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hire them. Get them out at your bars. Come on, people. They're, like,
Get
it's
us some
really cool
shows.
stuff.
You'll hear us.
No.
All right. So, how many songs do you have planned for us tonight?
7.
7. Awesome.
I do believe it's
7
7 or 8.
originals.
7
7 or 8, depending
originals.
Depending on time.
What
Depending
we're
on
feeling.
time.
Okay,
yeah.
very
Depending on
cool.
the time.
All originals.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear it. I mean, you guys sounded fantastic at sound check.
Awesome.
It's really cool stuff. It's fresh. It's different than what a lot of people are doing around here, at least on this local circuit.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
There's a few bands like
There's a few.
in the Pittsburgh, not quite Pittsburgh area, like Fubar. Those guys
Right.
are good friends.
Which
We're
they're gonna
all-
be on here in a couple months.
Right.
So-
We're always helping each other out with that stuff. And
Yeah.
then there's like another Pittsburgh band, Keystone 5, killer band.
Ingo Fido.
Ingo Fido, another killer Pittsburgh band. That were
Biscuits.
the Biscuits.
So many- there's good band.
We're involved with we have a circle of
Sure.
friends that are all like-minded and love the same music.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
you guys play
our
together.
niche. That's,
Yeah.
it's just us.
Absolutely. I love it. Anything else you guys would like to add before we wrap it up?
Other than all of the songs we're playing tonight, all but 2. So 5 out of the 7 songs we're playing tonight will be on our next album, not this
Oh.
album.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
So we're actually kind of getting a sneak peek.
Yeah.
of this music to come.
Unless you've heard us live.
Right, unless you've heard them before, but
yeah. All
Well,
new.
that's really great. I'm super excited.
You'll hear it here, and you won't hear it again until
It's released.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, everyone, this is First Hit. Be sure to check them out. Get on Facebook. Get on all their streaming platforms. Listen to their stuff. We will be right back after a short break, and we're going to get to the music. Sit tight. We'll see you then.
Armstrong?
Hi, my son just got home and he said that his friend's house has this glowing blue dome.
It's not really glowing. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi constantly monitors your network for suspicious activity.
Oh, so the dome blocks viruses and malware from my devices.
Actually, it's Zoom.
And my house will make those cool sounds?
Sure. Cool sound effects too. No extra charge.
Awesome.
Control, coverage, and security. Zoom. Internet made easy.
Armstrong Local Programming has always delivered an exclusive and unique perspective on the very best events your region offers. High school sports, community events, parades, all your favorite shows from Armstrong are now calling the Neighborhood Channel their home.
Hey everyone, I'm Jackie Shopes, the host of Challenge Accepted. Watch my show and other amazing shows on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Find out everything that the Neighborhood Channel has to offer at ArmstrongNeighborhood.com. Spirit, town pride, local communities. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I am super pleased to introduce ska group First Hit. Enjoy.
town. Never seen what the world has to offer, much more than this small-time drama. Gonna miss my mom and my father, but we are headed to the water. Pack your bags and get ready, vacation time, there's plenty. Let's go on a vacation. Pack your bags and get ready, vacation time, there's plenty. Let's go on a vacation.
Hey, thanks. That first one was new, second one was old.
Do you know what sickens me? It's that corporate greed. You all know what I'm saying. These pickets aren't paying. People go and suffer their whole lives trying to recover from the debts of society, said to keep us paying. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. They think they deserve it. When the truth is, if they didn't have us, they'd probably be some bums. We all get treated like slaves. Sad, this is the modern age. Sadly, some can't see how bad the corporate greed. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. Something needs to change before it's too late. We cannot wait. We cannot wait. We cannot wait. We cannot wait. Thank you. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think about the I got to do, yeah. With my eyes blinking to the tune. Although I got a bunch on my list, yeah, I sit and smoke this spliff, yeah. Blowing out my troubles with it, yeah. It's a great day to be lazy, no matter what they tell you. Don't listen to the people who don't stars, yeah. I need to find my reason to survive. Yeah, I found it in you, yourself in the book too, yeah. Now I can be lazy throughout the week. It's a great day to be lazy, no matter what they tell you. Don't listen to the people who don't understand you. It's a great day to be lazy, no matter what they tell you. Don't listen to the people who. That was another old one. That was Lazy. If you look us up on Spotify or any of the streaming services, that'll be the first song that's on there. Tuning song. Here's a new one. A new one, but an old one. shores. It's like we're stuck in a play. Lost souls with nothing left to say. What political loop? Cooked up pawns in a political suit. I'm not insane, I'm just losing my patience with. I'm not ashamed, just losing my faith left in. I'm not too vain for my funny dreams. Stuck to my failing brain, asking what to do. We are the kids to the sunny days, with fearing ways and a minimum wage, and goofy times with rotating minds. It's in line with fictitious rhyme. It's like we are stuck in a play. Lost souls with to say. What to say? Turn this right insane. I'm not insane, I'm just losing my patience with. I'm not ashamed, I'm just losing my faith left in. I'm not too vain for my funny dreams. Stuck to my failing brain, asking what to do. We are the kids to the sunny day. We are the kids to the sunny day. We are the kids to the sunny day. We are the kids to the sunny days. Staring out along this open road, wondering how long I will have to go until I have you in my arms day and night. Hope it's not too long. Time spent on the road, whoa, time is lost and stories untold. Now and forever we are stuck in this together. Time spent on the road, whoa, time is lost and stories untold. Now and forever we are stuck in this together. on the road, whoa, time exhausted, stories untold. Now and forever we are stuck in this together. Time spent on the road, whoa, time exhausted, stories untold. Now and forever we are stuck in this together.
Thank you. This is our last one for you guys. It's an oldie, but a lot of people like it.
Take a walk with me. We can't be so happy sitting underneath this tree, sparking it up between the air and wherever we go. Yeah, I just want you to know. Don't forget to blow out that dick of smoke. There we go. Getting wild after a few toasts. Come on now, let the music flow. There we go. Getting wild after a few toasts. Come on now, let the music flow. Come on, let's take a ride. You can't be scared all of your damn life, because you just might find what you've been searching for this whole time. Now you'll see how easy life can be when you blaze this night and day for eternity. There we go. Getting wild after a few toasts. Come on now, let the music flow. There we go. Getting wild after a few toasts. Come on now, let the music flow. There we go. Getting wild after a few toasts. Come on now, let the music flow. There we go. Getting wild after a few toasts. Come on now, let the music flow. Let that music flow.
Guys, thank you so very much for coming out tonight and being on the show. It was a pleasure. You're fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. It was a good time. For everybody out there, you just heard 7 original songs from the band First Hit. And if you didn't know what ska was before this episode, you definitely do now. Be sure to check them out on all streaming platforms and be on the lookout for a new album in the summer, correct? Awesome. That's a wrap for tonight, but next week we'll have Fret Buzz, followed by the Justin Wade Band. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.